Across the country, registered voters have been streaming to polling stations to elect the president and members of parliament who will represent them in the August House in the next 5 years. We kick-started the day's coverage at Yako Zone polling station in Namuwongo in Nakawa Division. However, polling began later than scheduled, drawing complaints from some voters.
At the stations where I'm supposed to vote, it's running. We are out of time completely. Because in other places, in various places, now people are voting. I don't know why. It's taking time.
Been a bit of delay, though I was one of the people invited to witness on the electoral materials that had been brought to the station. However, according to the way I'm seeing, there has been a delay. Materials arrived later at the polling station.
Later, the voting materials reached the polling station. Stakeholders conducted a briefing for candidates, agents and voters on polling requirements, paving the way for the immediate commencement of the exercise. The Archbishop of the National Fellowship of Born-Again Pentecostal Churches of Uganda, Bishop Dr. Moses Odong, who has just voted. Bishop, what do you make of this exercise?
First of all, I want to thank God that this day has come and the weather is clear for us, and the voters have turned up here at Yoka Zone, Namuwongo to Z polling station where I've casted from. Well, we thank God people have turned up, and so far the challenge we have had was the delay. The machines were not yet properly set, so it delayed the process of beginning.
It's a very good experience to vote someone I love and to vote the right candidates of my choice, because leadership comes from God. What I've experienced here, there are delays. There have been a lot of delay and people are quarreling from the line, but I still encourage as a mother, can we be patient and can we be calm?
We then proceeded to Nakawa Division East Constituency, one of the highly contested constituencies in Kampala. A total of 12 candidates are contesting for the seat, including Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro of the NUP, who is currently on remand, Freddie Rohindi of the NRM, Godfrey Okote running as an independent, Michael Kabaziguruka of the PFF, Winifred Nakandi and Moses Mogisha Okera of the FDC, among others. I'm coming to you live in Mbiatu Parish, and on my left is Dr. Godfrey Okel, one of the candidates for Nakawa East Division constituency. Doctor, now that you've cast your vote, share with us your experience.
Thank you so much, our viewers. My names are Dr. Achel Godfrey Okot. The polls were supposed to open initially at 7 a.m. in the morning, but to our dismay, the voters haven't turned up in big numbers. Polls never started until after 10. To be more specific, about 11 o'clock. So we lost almost 4 hours. Remember, people who are here are supposed to go and also fend for themselves in terms of business and other work. But we have closed people here for 4 hours without doing anything either on this order. That means now we have lost that, and people are here now hungry. Look at the sunshine. It's very hot and people are seated here.
Everything looks to be highly organized. We really appreciate the setup of this place. The venue is organized, people are moving on smoothly well, and the people are voting at a distance. Things are really moving on well at Kishwa Primary School in particular. Well,
so, as a candidate, haven't you witnessed or heard of any incidents?
I have heard of some incidents at Rosetta Prisons Parish, where my supervisor Mbanonji Richard was not allowed to enter. Some of the polling agents were not allowed to enter, which is very unfortunate.
Winifred Nakandi and Michael Kabaziguruka raised the concerns after their agents and voters reportedly failed to access the Luzura prison polling station.
From the moment I stepped here, the officers whose tags who have removed their name tags actually barred us from entering the premises. There are voters here that got from Luzura prisons that have been disenfranchised. They have been here standing under the sun, standing against the walls, and until all of them got tired and had to leave. Actually, we have at last been just chased away.
Following the developments, Michael Kabaziguruka of PFF drafted a written complaint to the Electoral Commission regarding the challenges.
I called the returning officer and I told him, look here, we are going to vote on the 15th. Please make the necessary arrangements to ensure that we are not disturbed, we are not blocked from accessing prisons to deploy our agents. And he said, no, it will not happen. I am going to inform my supervisor for Rosilla Prisons Parish to get in touch with the Prisons Authority to ensure that you are enabled to smoothly go about the processes of deploying your agents. Now, unfortunately, today, that has come to pass. It has not happened.
UBC will continue to keep you updated on developments in the national polling exercise. I'm Mwae Vanjuko and Mike Bakabulindi for UBC.